Hello everyone, I am back and I'm also sitting on a log, so I'm trying to make this comfortable and I'm trying to be as close to the camera as I can, so I'm not too far away from you all. You guys see I got a little mic because I'm out here in nature and the wind is blowing and I want to make sure you all can hear me. But hello, how are you all doing? I missed you all. I miss creating, I miss speaking, I miss sharing. I missed your comments and your appreciation and your gratitude. I'm grateful for you all. Grateful, 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 grateful. Thank you for your kind messages whenever I'm away. I definitely receive love. So I just want to give you all a big thanks. It takes some time to know what's best for you. And sometimes, as you're trying to figure that out, it's important to take breaks. It's important to rest a little bit. Not a little bit, sometimes a lot of it. Sometimes you really just have to rest. Rest fully, wholly and completely, so you allow yourself to receive. You allow yourself to realize your access to infinite intelligence, to access the blueprint that's within you. It takes time to know what's best for you, so please take your time. And I want to say thank you for those who can understand a journey like my own, where I'm posting so often and then I stop. But I really think I found what I needed, and this, what you see right here is a mental image of the picture of the vision that had been in the back of my head for the longest time. I always envisioned myself transforming from speaking in a room to out in the middle of nature, to finding the best spots, the most quietest spots, so I could speak and not worry about people passing by. So I would say this moment, I'm living a manifested moment. And some of you might be like, wow, Morcie, that's so simple. Why didn't you just do that in the first place? Why didn't you just go find a spot and film then? Because of this. When you fear things, you block off channels that actually will allow you to get to where you want to go, to do what you want to do, when you realize how simple that decision was. I always say, right? Life is simple when you let it, when you allow it to. And that's why self-awareness is so important. That's why being sure that you're honest with yourself and honest about what do you truly want out of life, what do you want from the world, what do you want to put into the world. You ask yourself these things, and then you start stepping into the path, taking a little bit of action and figuring it out. Today, as you can see from the title, I want to delve into planning and persistence, an aspect of the manifestation process, just as important as any others. Just as important as it is to imagine it in your mind, to dream it, just as important as it is to feel it and know that it's already here, right? Planning and persistence is exactly what's going to allow you to feel like it's already yours. When you plan, you're basically transforming uncertainty into certainty. Why? Because you're showing the mind what is possible. Whether you have to do a little bit of research, whether you have to get a little bit of inspiration somewhere, if you have to get from point A to point B, create a plan. so you can be more present throughout the process, so that the journey becomes the destination. Not chasing for the destination, but you see your plans right in front of you and you say, every step of the way, I'm going to be awake, I'm going to be alive, I'm going to be alert, and I'm going to be present. Life is happening right now. Right now. What's the point in creating this state of consciousness, this perception of saying, once I get here, I'll be happy? Because even once you get there, you're going to hold that same state of consciousness. Okay, I got here. Once I get there, I'll be happy. So it's right now when you choose to say, I want to be happy now. I'm going to make a plan for myself. This is something that an intention I would like to realize, a goal that I would like to reach. I want to see this image, this vision, this message transmuted into physical reality. I want to see it, but I want to have fun. Plan. So now you feel, you're starting to feel like it's already yours, like you know it. I know you hear it, and I've definitely said it, and I know that sometimes there can be a little bit of difficulty to feel like it's yours. Because, we learn things, and maybe we don't feel worthy enough to have it. But the awareness of knowing, it allows you to delve in. It allows you to focus on and say, hey, you know what? Even though I feel this way, I know even though I feel as though it's difficult, I'm going to create a plan that doesn't make it appear difficult, that doesn't make it feel difficult. So every step of the way, it feels like effortless ease. Usually before videos, I'm nervous, a little anxious, a little present sometimes, especially in the beginning. I got better through practice. But because I chose to plan it all out, I knew I was coming to this spot. I've been here before, just to come out here and enjoy. And I realized, whoa, this is a beautiful place to record. So I planned it out. I planned what I wanted to speak to you all about, gave a little couple points that I wanted to make sure you heard. And I was like, I'm here. I'm ready. I mixed in that masculine, that energy of masculine, right? The organization, the structure, the focus, that action. I mix it in with the feminine, right? That rest, that surrender, that receiving from infinite intelligence, consciousness, God, your inner self, your higher self, whoever, whatever, whomever, whatever you feel you want to connect with. So you realize you're more than this body, right? So I was able to mix all of that, right? I even feel right now, I feel like I'm flowing, just flowing. There's a little bit of structure and a little bit of flow, right? It's learning to allow that masculine to take care of that feminine energy. And that comes with the planning. It comes with trial and error and learning. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Next thing is persistence, right? I remember I was in a state where I felt like, energetically and mentally, emotionally, I wasn't in line with this plan that I had for myself. I had a plan, but it wasn't aligned with me. The plan was too overwhelming for me. It made me burn out. I needed to create a plan that allowed me the rest that I needed and also gave me space and time for the action that I needed to take. I had to perfect that for myself. So this allows for persistence. You see how sometimes you just have to tweak it where you go, wherever you do. Just because there's a challenge in front of you, it doesn't mean that you cannot reach what it is you want to reach. It just means you have to try again. You have to keep trying. Thomas Edison tried 10,000 times before he realized how to create the light bulb. The people you admire, the people you are inspired by. I guarantee you there were so many things they tried and tried and tried until they got to the point of where they were truly and genuinely at peace, passionate and happy about where they were in their life. Don't be afraid to try again. No matter how many attempts it takes, what's most important is starting over again. And I feel like this is that moment for me. Right? Finally, I came aligned with a plan that gave me this feeling of momentum for me to push forward and be consistent, for me to encourage myself to go out, explore, travel, create videos, and whatnot. That's my goal. I just kind of told you my own goal. And you know what's amazing is that when you speak goals out loud, that's powerful. I'm not only speaking it out loud, but I'm telling it to whoever's watching this video. It's going miles and miles. I imagine sound waves flowing in front of me as I speak, surrounding my space, influencing my state of being, the way I think, the way I act, the way I feel, knowing that my goals are happening right now. All my focus, all my energy, it's going there. And guess what? I'm present. Guess what? I'm happy. Guess what? I'm living. And I'm not in a state of yearning or desire. I'm having fun. I'm starting with what I have. I'm starting with what I know. Everything, you know. I just want to let you know, if ever I come back to the example of my own life and myself, I'm saying this so that you can think about in your life how you can shift your state of being to allowing yourself to learn how to balance that flow and balance the structure, so they work together and create this consistent creation process, this process that is filled with joy, enthusiasm, passion. And you're not burning yourself out. You're having an amazing time. Planning and persistence. Make that part fun in your life. And observe your thoughts. Realize how they shift. Start putting yourself in spaces and environments where everything around you is affirming what you want. I watch YouTube videos, I listen to podcasts, I talk to like-minded individuals, all with the energy that helps and allows me to feel like what I want is already here. It's not even like, it is here. I don't even have to say like, it's here. I feel it in my soul. It's here. And all I'm doing is having fun. All I'm doing is creating space for this vision, this formless vision, thought. I'm creating that space for it to move into and dwell into, right? It's like you want someone you love to come visit you, so you want to make sure your house is nice and clean. You want to make sure the kitchen's clean. You want to make sure the bed and the sheets and the linen are all good, so that they can come and then they can live happily. They can enjoy and be with you happily. Think about that. Create the space you need. Create the space that your vision needs in order to come here into physical reality. So stay tuned for more. There's going to be a couple changes to my channel and what I do, but it's all for the best. I'm having so much fun. I am so incredibly happy and grateful. If all I did was come back here every time, I'm going to do it. My goal is to find more cool places like this. But all in all, my intention is to continuously, every day, as much as I can, share spiritual truths, share spiritual wisdom, however you want to call it. I'm doing this to the day I die. No matter what happens with this channel, you'll probably see a little bit more of me vlogging a little bit. That's what I want to do. That's my idea with this channel, is adding a little bit of scenery, adding a little bit of what I do into these videos. I want to challenge myself creatively, because that actually makes me so that when we talk about momentum, that's what it is, you know? It allows me to have that momentum when I am challenging myself creatively. I think before I was just in a spot that was boring me, and I was doing the same thing. So in my head, I felt bored. So I kind of felt like everyone else, like anyone watching these videos were bored, and maybe you weren't, and maybe you loved it, but my mind, my spirit, it needed something else. It needed to add this last touch, and that was being surrounded in nature, aligned. So I just want to remind you all and let you know I have my coaching sessions. They're open. Again, I'm ready for the new season. I'm ready to work with new people. Excited to meet you all, and be sure to sign up for my guided meditation on observing thoughts and emotions, so that you are not emotionally reactive to the world around you. You're not dependent on your life situation, but you know what it means to come back, acknowledge your own presence, recognize that you are fundamentally, at your core, awareness. You step into that space and you just observe the happenings, the isness of the moment. Observe thoughts, observe thought fade away. Observe that emotion that you feel correlated with that thought fade away. Make sure you sign up for that meditation. It's powerful. I love you all. I'm grateful. Live in a state of gratitude. As always, peace.